Welcome back to Angie's Cooking Creations. Today, we are going to make, can you guess? Shrimp, noodles, sauce. Well, if you said shrimp fettuccine with cilantro vinaigrette sauce, you are absolutely correct because that is what we'll be making today. And for that recipe, I have a few things laid out and this is all you're gonna need. Fettuccine noodles, shrimp, and of course, the cilantro vinaigrette. This was made previously. I'll post a video of how you make this delightful, delectable, delicious sauce. Of course, you're going to need a boiler to boil your noodles in, an additional bowl to throw shrimp shells away. That's kind of hard to say super fast.
Shrimp shells.
And of course, a colander to dry your noodles after you've cooked them. And please do not add butter and oil to the water when you're boiling your noodles. Just stand there and stir them. It won't take long to cook. And finally, we have a skillet with a lid. Remember to have the lid. It's important when you're simmering your finished product. Well, guys, I'll be back, so stay tuned, okay? Oh. It's me again. So, our water has finally boiled. Now we're ready to put our fettuccine noodles in. I plan on just using about 3/4 the box. So you can just pour it like this and get an idea about what 3/4 says. What you want to do is go ahead and stick the noodles in the pot. Close your extra and put that to the side. What I like to do is make sure to get the noodles in there. I don't like to bend them or break them. I prefer them to be bent so that I can have long noodles, but it's really your choice. Sometimes that takes a little maneuvering, so just bear with me as I go all around the world, no, just around the pot to make sure my noodles are all in the water. And be careful to not burn yourself because the water is very hot, guys. And we do not, we don't want to get burned. Oh, it wasn't recording? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. I'm definitely going to get this video thing down soon. So my other video cut off and I did not realize that. You guys, that was so funny. But anyway, I'm back, ready for action. Our noodles are still boiling, but I have heated up some olive oil to do a quick little browning of our shrimp before we get ready to make our pasta. So just scoop it all in the skillet. Be careful to not get burned. It's popping because the shrimp is still wet, and that's my fault. I should have patted the shrimp dry prior to putting it in the skillet. So guys, don't be like me and remember to pat your shrimp. Eventually, it'll simmer down. And when it does, you'll be good to go. Don't be afraid of the popping. Don't be afraid of the steam. It's all good. If you can see that, you have a nice peach color where you don't want your shrimp to get too done because it is going to cook when mixed with the fettuccine noodles as well as the cilantro vinaigrette sauce. So now what we can do is just remove the shrimp from the heat and wait on our noodles to finish. Our noodles are finally finished, so we're going to remove them from the heat after we turn the cap off and drain them really quickly. Once we drain them, we'll put the shrimp and the noodles and the vinaigrette sauce all together. Hang tight, guys. When you are draining the noodles in the colander, be sure to not burn yourself. That is so important when dealing with hot anything really, hot water, hot food. Just remember not to burn yourself. So we will be putting our shrimp back on the cap. We like to place it on between 3 and 4. We have our noodles drained and just dump them right on in. After you dump your noodles in, you'll want to stir, get the shrimp and the noodles just all mixed in together. Oh, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. After everything's been mixed really well, that's when you'll add your cilantro vinaigrette sauce. And you'll notice that I have a spoon rest for my spoon. Like I said earlier, this was cooked before, so we'll just add this on top. And you don't want to pour it all in there because you don't want to oversaturate your dish. We used about half of the jar, so we'll mix that in and see the consistency of our pasta. If you feel like the heat's too high, just lower it down a bit. So I'm going to take it down to between low and level 1. I want to add a little bit more vinaigrette sauce to my pasta because I like it saucy. You won't need to add any additional seasoning just because the cilantro vinaigrette actually has a good bit of garlic and crushed red pepper, as well as a chipotle chili pepper. And I ended up using all of our sauce. So once that's all mixed in really well, and you've turned the heat to low, you'll just throw the top on so that it can all simmer. And get those flavors soaked in. You'll want to let it simmer between about 3 to 5 minutes. So we'll be back. See you soon. Woo. Time to check on our pasta. Time to check on our pasta. All right, looking good, looking good. So our pasta is almost finished. What we want to do is just go around, get all of that yummy goodness mixed in together. Gosh, if you love cilantro, this is definitely for you. It's a nice summer pasta, very filling, rich with flavor. Wow. I cannot wait to take a bite. Let's just give it a few more seconds, guys, with the lid on, and then we'll be ready to put it in our dishes. Just a few notes while we wait. Make sure you always wash your hands before and after when preparing a meal. And if you have to touch any meat products, especially with seafood, make sure you always clean up everything and wipe the counters down if you had a little spill or an accident. Be sure to not burn yourself. That is very, 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 very important. And always turn the eyes on the stove off after you have finished using them. You don't want to cross-contaminate, so make sure if you have multiple utensils, you should have multiple holders to sit them in. I think that's all the tips that I have time for. Our shrimp fettuccine with cilantro vinaigrette sauce is finally complete. Gosh, what a day, but we are finally finished cooking our food, and our finished product yields 5 meals, which you can eat for either lunch or dinner, your choice. It looks delicious, and I'm excited to take a bite. Well, anyway, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. Remember, here on Angie's Cooking Creations, our food is always flavorful and fun.